You come in here sporting your baby like she's some badge that, like I said, will keep me from putting you in jail.
Which is an easy job to give. I don't want to go back to that lifestyle.
I get that, but even saying that sentence tells me you recognize you got a problem, but you waited 11 months and still didn't go to therapy. In the courtroom, Mr. Taylor, can you turn the, can you angle the camera so that I can see Miss Day? Because I'm just seeing the tops of people's heads. Oh, that's perfect. All right. So Miss Day, do you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give will be true?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ms. Day, you're before the court for a petition for revocation of probation. This is a 2020 CR 02905 case. Kimberly Bianca Day, you were before this court for driving under the influence on the 20th day of February 2024. You were sentenced to 12 months on probation. You have 1 month and 11 days remaining. You failed to complete 40 hours of community service. You failed to provide proof of completing a level 1 program for treatment, and you are currently $1,440 in arrears. All right, Mr. Taylor, tell me why Ms. Day hasn't done the community service and the treatment program, which if you have a child, you should have been running to get to a treatment program so you can be a better mother.
Your Honor, Ms. Day has completed the community service and she's provided proof of completing that community service to Mr. Carmichael.
All 40 hours?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
We do admit that Ms. Day has not completed the
ASMA level 1 course.
That's not the DUI risk reduction. That's the analysis for the treatment.
No, they did a substance abuse evaluation, and the evaluator said that she needed additional treatment support. And instead of getting the treatment support, she shows up here with her baby like I won't put her in jail and call DFACS to come get her child.
Your Honor, when speaking with Ms. Day, she indicated to me that she was having some financial difficulties with arranging for that ASAM treatment. She does tell me that she can, her father is willing to assist her with the payment for that program, and I told her she would need to get into that program immediately this week if she's given the opportunity to remain outside of custody. The final obligation that she had is a financial obligation that she's been unable to pay, again, due to.
Okay, Ms. Day, if you are working in conjunction with your probation officer, which I encourage everybody to do, then some of this money would have been turned into additional community service hours. But since you waited to the last minute to do the ordered community service hours, you wouldn't have had time to convert some of the money into additional community service. And I'm not sure if you were having financial problems, you knew you were having financial problems 11 months ago. 10 months ago, while we wait until the last minute to come in and say, I can't do the recommended treatment. So not everybody gets a recommendation for a treatment level. That means you actually need it. They've done an assessment and you are a risk to people. Therefore, they've required you to go to treatment. You can roll your eyes if you want to, but you have a baby. So think about the fact that you put people's lives in jeopardy when you drove drunk the first time. And now they've recommended that you need additional treatment support. But instead of doing that, you come in here sporting your baby like she's some badge that, like I said, will keep me from putting you in jail. Ma'am, I'm a judge today. I'm a mama when I get home. So no, Mr. Taylor, I need to hear from her why we slacking on doing what we need to do, because they have recognized that she got a problem. Ms. Day?
Yes, ma'am. Are you asking, which part are we asking?
I'm asking why you before the court not having done what you know you needed to do.
Just been struggling. I'm sorry.
No, ma'am, no. No. Everybody's struggling. No. Everybody's struggling. So tell me why you couldn't go to counseling over 10 months. Miss, let me just tell you something. You can go tell somebody, look, I'll help you organize your closets, pay me $50. I'll help you clean out your garage, pay me $50. You can make money in a myriad number of ways. You have been eating and surviving and moving through life for the last 10 months, but you haven't been prioritizing what I told you to do. If somebody tells you you need therapy, it's because you need therapy.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, the screen went up.
Because if I remember correctly, you were the one who was coming from brunch with your girls and got picked up. Am I mistaken?
Yes, ma'am.
Which situation was this?
I was leaving my job.
You was drinking and leaving your job. Oh, okay. That's even worse.
Well, no, that was working in the restaurant industry. I stay away from that area now, which is the easy job to get. I don't want to go back to that lifestyle.
I get that, but even saying that sentence tells me you recognize you got a problem, but you waited 11 months and still didn't go to therapy.
Well, I paid for the class, but I didn't know I had 30 days after I spoke to the lady to go to the therapy, and that also cost too, I believe. And by the time I set up my appointment, he read the paper.
Did you ask questions?
No, I didn't know I had.
Miss Day, let me just stop you there. How old is your child?
She's 1.
Is she the only child you got?
No, I have another boy.
So you have 2 children, and you know you're facing jail if I decide to put you back in jail, but you go 11 months without asking questions about what's going to keep you out of jail. Come on now. As a mama, you thought you would come in here and Judge Hayward's going to be nice and I'm going to bring my baby and she won't put me in jail. Instead of you have a probation officer that you could have asked all these questions of over the course of the last 11 months, but you sign up for stuff, but you don't get full information about it. You have a probation officer, but you don't ask questions. Every probation officer in Clayton County knows what I prioritize, but you don't ask questions.
Yes, that's my mistake.
You can't afford to make those mistakes. You got 2 people who are dependent upon you. You can't afford to make those mistakes. Who doesn't ask questions about something that's vital to their livelihood? See, you playing me because now you think I'm gonna go ahead and let you finish that class. And then when you don't finish the class, I won't have enough time to put you in jail. I could put you in jail first. And then neither one of us would have to worry about anything.
I understand.
I don't think you do. I don't think you do. Because if you understood, you'd have made arrangements for that baby before you brought her up in here.
I tried. Everybody went back to school and work. I drove all the way from Virginia, got here last night. I ain't have nowhere else to keep her. Everybody went back.
You did what?
I said I drove from Virginia last night. I didn't have anyone to keep her. Everybody back to college.
Who drove from Virginia?
Me. That's where I currently reside.
Mr. Taylor, doesn't a DUI suspend your license?
Yes, Your Honor.
Does she have it back?
I haven't inquired as to whether she has it back. It is possible she may have obtained a special permissions license that would allow her to drive to work, into school, into hospitals.
But Mr. Taylor, talk to her.
Yeah,
Let's verify she got a license before I go any further with her.
Yes, Your Honor.
I did my
Let's-
All right. Yeah, y'all talk offline before we have to go any further on this. All right, next.